Welcome to TimeWarp Chronicles, where hidden truths rise from the sands of time. We dive deep into forbidden pasts and dark mysteries left out of the textbooks. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and join our journey into lost history. Today, the buried legacy of the Black Pharaohs. In the shadow of Egypt's grandeur lies a region called Kush, in what is now modern-day Sudan. It was once home to a powerful African civilization that didn't just admire Egypt, it conquered it. This was the 25th dynasty, a line of kings from Nubia who ruled all of Egypt for nearly a century. These weren't just imitators. They revived old Egyptian traditions that even the Egyptians had abandoned, and yet their legacy has been left to gather dust. Why? North of Khartoum lies Meroë, a desert site with over 200 pyramids, more than double the number in Egypt. These Nubian pyramids are smaller, steeper, and uniquely African in design. Inside rest queens, kings, and warriors, their names erased from most history books. Why don't we learn about Pharaoh Taharka, who repelled the Assyrians and defended Jerusalem? Or Queen Amanirenas, the warrior queen who battled the Romans and won. Their faces were dark, their stories powerful. But somehow Egypt's southern cousins were excluded from the grandeur of pharaoh history. Many scholars argue the 25th dynasty doesn't fit the narrative of who gets to wear the crown. Their temples were often left unexcavated, their pyramids ignored. Museums labeled them Ethiopian invaders rather than Egyptian saviors. But these rulers brought back the worship of Amun, restored crumbling temples, and preserved what would have otherwise been lost. They even left inscriptions in hieroglyphics, proof they carried the culture as their own. Were they erased because they challenged racial narratives about African power? Or because they ruled too briefly to be remembered? Or was something deeper buried with them? The Black Pharaohs weren't just rulers. They were the guardians of ancient Africa's glory. Their pyramids still stand, whispering stories through cracked stones. And maybe, just maybe, the truth isn't hidden. We've just never been taught to look for it. If that stirred something inside you, hit subscribe and join us at TimeWarp Chronicles, where the sands of time speak again. Next up, the Dogon tribe's shocking knowledge of the Sirius star system. Ancient contact or cosmic coincidence? Super #TimeWarp Chronicles #Black Pharaohs #Nubian pyramids #Hidden history #Ancient Africa #Kush Empire #African dynasties #Lost legacy #Meroë pyramids #Dark history #Pharaoh Taharka.